standoff between the United States and India continues as the reciprocity deadline ends today. But the United States has refused to comply. Earlier today, the United States sought more time, which was turned down by India. But a defiant United States has still not submitted the ID cards of US consular officials to the MEA. Neither have they submitted the details of the Indian staff at the United States Embassy. Remember, the United States has refused to drop charges against the Indian diplomat, this despite India transferring Devyani Khobragade to its permanent mission in the United Nations in New York so that she gets full diplomatic immunity.
Well, in another diplomatic victory for New Delhi, Devyani Khobragade has been allowed exemption from a personal appearance in court today. Her presence was required for a pre-trial meet in the visa fraud and false statement case against which the Indian government had submitted a petition. Meanwhile, the US has sought more time to submit details sought by Delhi about salaries of teachers and other staff of American schools in India. A decision on this is expected later today.
At the home front, the US Embassy has sought extension of the deadline to file visa and other key details of people employed by it and by its officers in India. The deadline for the US diplomats and families in India to turn in their IDs is expiring today. It was among the measures taken by India to downgrade privileges of US diplomats in the country after Khobragade was arrested and put through both strip and cavity searches, procedures normally used for criminals. Meanwhile, an online White House petition demanding Obama administration to drop the visa fraud case against Devyani Khobragade has been launched by a group of Indian Americans in Washington. The group said the senior Indian diplomat's public humiliation hurts the sentiments of the community. Protesting the manner in which India's Deputy Consul General was arrested on 12th of December in New York, the online petition said that there was perceptible animus in handling the arrest.
We are still waiting to get the credentials, the clearance from the State Department there in the US as well. This is probably likely to happen as that process continues this week. Ananya, this will be important from 2 points of view. One, to begin with, that immunity will mean that there can be no more arrests against her for this particular case. But also it means that the US cannot bring about any new charges against her in this case as well, because now she will have immunity. And although they had said this couldn't be retrospectively activated, certainly for the future it will mean that there won't be any more cases filed against her. And that had certainly been one of the big fears. Remember, the next date for that trial is supposed to be mid-January. It will be an important date because not only was Devyani Khobragade expected to be there, now she's exempt from that particular appearance, but also we will hear the testimonies of Sangeeta Richards, as well as her husband, who has now been able to travel to the US. When it comes to the IDs, the US Embassy, we understand, has asked for an extension in the deadline to hand in their diplomatic IDs. But what we are hearing from the Foreign Ministry so far is that no such extension has been given. So today is the deadline.
As America continues to drag its feet, the External Affairs Minister has given a strong rebuttal to Uncle Sam, asking them to move beyond statements and act. The row has escalated, and so has the anger, as India continues to stare down at the United States. The pressure is mounting on America to come out and apologize.